Support and resistance. Do you still remember the law of supply and demand? If supply increases, then demand as well as price decreases. If supply decreases, then both demand and price increases. Support and resistance, or SAR, is one of the most important concepts that every trader should master. Basically, these are areas where price is most likely to reverse, thus providing good entry and exit opportunities. From the previous topic we discussed, SOR, right? Ito yung mga kandila na magsasabi sa atin na magre-reverse na yung trend. Yung SAR, ito naman yung area where we anticipate reversal. Ito yung area kung saan dapat nag-i-exist yung SOR. Okay? Both SOR and SAR should work hand in hand. Support is an area on the chart with potential buying pressure to prevent price from falling down or go lower. It is an area where there are more buyers than sellers. Ito yung area kung saan mas malakas yung demand at mas marami yung gustong bumili. Resistance, on the other hand, is an area on the chart with potential selling pressure to prevent price from rising up or go higher. It is an area where there are more sellers than buyers. Ito naman yung area kung saan mas madami yung supply, kaya mas marami yung gustong magbenta. Then, how can we spot SAR? When the price moves down, the lowest point reached before it started to move up is now acting as support. This is what we call swing low. The more recent the swing low is, the more significant it is. When the price moves up naman, the highest point reached before it started to move down is now acting as a resistance. This is what we call swing high. The more recent the swing high is, the more significant it is. Perhaps, the most important support and resistance level are historical swing highs and lows. These are levels that we find by zooming out the chart where we see a better view of the major turning points ng isang stock. What we want to do is simply identify those key levels kung saan mas may reaction si price and draw horizontal lines at them. The major swings, the more significant it is. Next, are previous consolidation or parallel darbas. These are areas where price previously consolidated for long periods. Typically, we identify the levels where price consolidated for a period and draw boxes onto them. The range created by those boxes can act as support and resistance. Soon, makikilala nyo din ito sa tawag na parallel darbas. Psychological whole numbers. Psychological support and resistance consistently work because of fundamental human disposition. As humans, we tend to think in terms of whole or round numbers, kaya these areas frequently act as levels of support and resistance. Sample, yung 2 pesos, 3 pesos, 4 pesos, and 5 pesos. Next, dynamic support and resistance. Unlike normal SAR, which are fixed areas, this type of SAR are moving levels. Best example of this dynamic SAR are the moving averages. Since MAs are just derivative of price, dedepende lang yung value ng MA sa galaw ng presyo, and these MAs can act as areas of support and resistance. Next are gaps. Gaps is an empty space between candlestick on the chart. This is usually created when price lifts up or lifts down sharply. These empty spaces we call gap can act as support and resistance. Combining SAR with SOR gives you the ability to time market reversals efficiently. SAR will be your basis for setting target prices and stop loss points. Support and resistance is one of the most important concepts that every trader should master. Pero, what would happen when a resistance or support level is broken or nabasag? Then the concept of role reversal applies. What is role reversal? A key concept of technical analysis is that when resistance or support level is broken, they reverse their roles and becomes the opposite. When resistance becomes the support, or when support becomes the resistance, is what we call role reversal. If resistance was broken, then it should now act as new support. If support naman was broken, then it should now act as a new resistance.